All right, welcome back to Westwood Engineering. Today we're going to talk about how to do a assembly drawing for your automata. Let's get rolling. So to get started, the first thing I'm going to assume is that you've got your exploded configuration done. If you don't have that done, please go back and look at the prior video. That tells you how to do this exploded configuration. If you want to check whether your exploded configuration works or not, basically you can go back into this and toggle it back and forth between an exploded view or not. To do that, all you got to do is look right where my cursor is flashing, and you'll see it says exploded view 1. All I do is double click on that bad boy, and I can see it pop open and closed. And that was the explosion that I left you with the last video. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a drawing out of this. And we're going to make a drawing from the assembly. So the way to do that is to come right up here and select File, Make Drawing from Assembly. Now this should open up the default Westwood template, and now you're going to see down here in the lower right hand corner this isometric exploded option, which is only available if you've got an exploded configuration within your assembly. So we do have that, so all I got to do to bring this into my drawing file is I just click, hold, and drag it into my model. Now that's pretty small and it's pretty uncolorful, so the first thing I want to do is I want to change the way that it looks. And I want to change the way that it looks basically by coming scrolling right on down here, and I can make it so that it is colored with lines, or shaded with edges rather. And if you want to have a high quality preview, I can take a look and make it a high quality preview. I can zoom in, I can see all my parts, and it's a pretty good exploded view. It's not necessarily perfect, but it's not bad. If I want to change my scale, I can certainly do that. Go to click Custom Scale. 1 to 2, that's a little bit too big, so I'm going to stick with 1 to 5. Looks pretty good to me. So now I've got my exploded assembly view in this drawing sheet. The next thing I want to do is I want to add a bill of materials. Now the way I add a bill of materials is with my exploded view selected, I'm going to come up here to Tables and click the drop down. And what I want is a bill of materials. You can go ahead and accept the standard bill of materials right up here, upper left corner, and we're going to go parts only on it. Click the check mark, and now you'll see a table will drag in here. Now you're going to see that it's got a description column. I'm going to ask you to delete that for this assignment. We don't really need that. All I do to delete that description column is I click on it, right click now, and I can go ahead and delete that column right here. And where it says delete, I want the column, not the table. Drag your table so that it grounds in the upper right hand corner. Now you'll see my particular assembly has got 18 parts in it. I can manipulate this around here a little bit, and each one of these item numbers is a part. I can play with the margins in my table, make it a little bit more presentable, and when I do that I may have to reground it to the corner of my drawing sheet like I just did. So these are basically the file names of everything that's in my automata. You'll also notice it doesn't repeat. If I've got 2 of something, it shows up as 2 in the bill of materials, like the automata bushing. Well, this is useful, but it's not very useful because I don't know what is the automata bushing. But what I can do here is I can go ahead and start to add balloons. I can manually click the balloon icon right here, and then come around and click on individual elements. Now when you have a drawing that's got a lot of objects in it, I'm going to tell you you're probably better off to click Auto Balloon. And what Auto Balloon does is it selects each unique item, one instance of it, and it drops a balloon on it. Now Auto Balloon is good for not missing things, but it's not good for placing the balloons. So I'm going to click the check mark now, and I'm going to start looking at the best placement of my individual balloons. So as I come through here and I click at, like, example number 6 is the automata bushing. That's not necessarily a bad placement, nor is item 7, the handle, but the handle's not really pointed to the handle here. So I can drag where that's pointing and make it point a little better. So I can go through here and make some of these corrections, and I can pull things into the best spot or the best view that I think would be. So like as an example, number 3 is the box supports. Right there. The flowers don't look too bad. I'm going to pull this number 17 to this side. All of my green posts look pretty good. My cams look pretty good. My rod looks pretty good. My box front sides, though it all looks pretty good. So I'm going to leave it there. What I'm really looking for is when things are illogically placed or inaccurate. But not bad. Now you'll see my exploded view isn't really the best. But I'm going to go with it. So 15, this flat rod, I'm going to actually pull that up. And I'm going to pull this kind of to the top side here to make it show up there. That seems to me like it makes a little more sense. And I do have to click on it to make it. You'll see that if I pull my pointer off, I get the question mark here. It just means it doesn't know what it's pointed to. If I come up and touch the object, now it says, hey, that's number 15. So it looks like I've got everything accounted for. So this is not a bad assembly drawing, but this shows its exploded configuration. So almost always what we want to do is add another sheet. And that sheet's going to be in the unexploded configuration. So I'm going to do an isometric unexploded. So to add a second sheet, I come right down here. I click to add a sheet. And now I'm going to add a drawing view. Come over to my view palette, expand that, and I'm going to pull in this time, instead of the isometric exploded, I'm just going to pull in the isometric view. Again, make it so that it has color with edges. Again, maybe consider altering my scale. On this one, I can probably go to 1 to 2 because it's not exploded. Shift it around. And that looks pretty darn good. Now that shows how the thing looks when it's fully assembled. So these two drawings, this assembly view and exploded assembly view, are what we would use to put our part together. Now we may want to add a third sheet, and I'll ask you to do this. This third sheet is going to show the typical isometric drawings of front, top, and a right view. Again, I can adjust my scale. If I select the parent drawing, I'm going to use a scale of 1 to 2. Move my drawings apart, and you'll actually see that that 1 to 2 won't work. It's a little bit too big. So I'm going to take 1 to 5 on all of these. And we'll leave it at that. Now, occasionally, you will have dimensions that will go with this, and I'm just going to apply some rough dimensions that show the box size. Choose the best view to depict that. And there you have it. That's your finished automata drawing package. That's pretty much what I'm going to ask you to do. What I'd like you to do to save this is go ahead and save it in your project folder as a drawing file. And then I'd like you to go ahead and save it as a PDF. To save as a PDF, I choose the file, but now as the option, I come down here to Adobe PDF and click Save. Save all your sheets. It will print your drawing. When you're done saving it, you'll see it looks something like this. So this is 4.2.8b. It's your drawing package for the assembly for your automata. Submit that PDF. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.